Welcome to the Roadshow podcast.
My therapist's office, she's here in Perth, and I mentioned before that she did her PhD on 3,000 men in Australia with PTSD.
Right.
And she introduced me, man, I'd been to therapists, I'd seen people, I was against drugging myself because I'm sort of anti that to get better.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah. And I'm just like, the first question she asked me is like, do you want medication? And I'm like, no. Because
Why is that the first question they ask these days, man?
Oh, because they're lobbied.
Yeah.
They're lobbied.
It's fucking foul, though, dude.
Yeah. Somewhere along the line, someone gets a kickback. It's all, look at the money. Yeah. So I'm sitting in the office and I say the first sentence of I don't know what it was. I just started talking. And she was so empathetic that I just cried.
Really?
Yeah, man. Gone. And she listened. And she didn't listen with her doctor's ears. She listened with her soul. And that's something that a lot of men don't have. A lot of people do not have access to someone that goes, yeah, okay, I feel you. Tell me everything, right? And so anyway, so she introduced me to this method called cognitive behavioural therapy, right? And the main idea of CBT, it's fringe, which means that it's not promoted widely in the psychotherapy scene, right? The main like problem-solving method is a rewiring of your brain, right? And it was very, like my ears pricked up when she mentioned this. And I'm like, tell me more. Because I've had this thing in my life where I've always thought that there was something to do with the brain can heal, the brain can fix, right? Your thoughts can fix. And so I was introduced to that. And so basically what rewiring does is when you're in a catatonic state of anxiety, depression, and stress, right? You cannot think clearly.
Correct.
You actually need intervention, right? Like big time. And a lot of guys don't understand that because the social expectations of men that have been through history, or Australian historical, is, tough it up, man up, whatever, just get on with it, right? But that's not true. We're all humans. Yeah. Right. And, a lot of guys just try to maintain the persona of, I'm cool. I'm all good. Yeah, that's right. So CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, is a rewiring of the brain, right? So
how do they do it?
I went in and she goes, tell me everything, right? I'm listing not financially stable, don't know my friends, no self-worth, right? She gets me to write this list. This list is fucking massive. And it's bad shit, right? It's everything that I think bad of myself because that's the state that I'm in at the time, right? It's bad.
Self-critical.
Yeah. And then I'm living that, and it's a revolving cycle, right? And then she goes, okay, now what I want you to do is tell me every word opposite to what you've written down, right?
Interesting.
I'm depressed. Okay. And she go and it was spelling it out. And I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be here. Fuck this, man. Life's shit. And what's the opposite of depressed? I'm like, happy. What's the opposite of feeling like everyone hates you? Self-worth. What's the opposite of being financially unstable? Financially stable, right? And so basically, over a period of time, we got this list down and opposite, right? And she got me to list out everything that was opposite. At that time, I still did not believe in this whole method. I was just going along with it. But in the back of my mind, I was like, I'll go along with it. Okay, cool. So what she did is she wrote out a 20-line manifesto, man. I call them my 20 lines, right? I am worthy, I am safe, I am loved, I am helpful, I'm generous, I'm self-sufficient, I love my life, I love the person I am, right? In 20 lines.
So positive self-affirming thoughts, right?
Yeah, affirmation of self. Yeah, exactly. And then what she did is she presented this paper to me and she goes, read it out loud. And I'm like, why? And she's like, just read it. And I'm like, I read it and I didn't believe anything that I was saying.
Right.
On those lines,
At
right?
that time?
Yeah, at that time.
Okay.
I was so fucked in my head that I did not believe the words that she had written. And then what she did is she timed me reading them. So the first time it took me about 5 minutes to read these 20 lines, right? And then she goes, I want you to do it in 4 minutes. I'm like, okay. Yep, happy days, done it. What's the next one? And then what she did is and this sucked. This was such hard work. When you don't believe in something, but really you want to, doing this work sucked. 50 times a day for 3 months, I read out loud my 20 lines, right? Now, the end of the story is that after 3 months, I was completely healed.
Whoa.
Completely fucking healed. And I believed in myself. I knew who I was. I knew my self-worth. But it was hard at the beginning saying this stuff. I know who I am. Well, no, I don't. And over the course of saying my lines, I slowly fucking believed in myself. And I'll tell you why. So physiologically, our brain is actually got this section called the auditory cortex, right? Auditory cortex is divided into 3 sections: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary auditory cortex is used for interpreting verbal cues. Secondary auditory cortex is used for interpreting rhythm, music, right? Tertiary is used for interpreting tertiary sounds, like the birds, like the cars going past and all that. Now, the trick to CBT is that when we hear sounds, yes, we hear sounds, but every sound is implanted into our subconscious, right? And when I'm saying the words out loud, I believe in myself, I'm worthy, I'm loved, I love my life, I have friends, I'm financially stable. Even though I don't believe it here, it's getting implanted here. It's rewiring my brain to believe that I am worth something, right? And if the message is that if people can actually understand that bit of psychology or physiology,
No, that's it.
physiology,
Yep.
then they'll be able to understand the method in which CBT works, right? So you are tricking your subconscious out of a catatonic state of depression into belief of self.
Whoa.
Right?
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. And it fucking works, man. Till the day I die, I'll spread the message on rewiring your brain by sound, right? And then if we were to go back into frequency, sound, energy, vibration, that's a whole nother conversation. But the simplicity is that I was absolutely healed from the things that traumatized me, my self-consciousness, my what people are thinking about me. Am I enough? Did I do the right thing? Is that corner of that cabinet that I built enough? Is it perfect? Is there nothing like that? It doesn't haunt you anymore at all. The thing with anxiety is that it haunts you daily because something more powerful is like putting this cloud over you. But the thing is, you can fix it with your own thoughts when you understand what's happening in your brain, right? And there's power in that. So much fucking power. And I believe that if people knew that, then there'd be fucking less suicides, there'd be less depression. You know, if they were to actually switch off from everything, like study your brain, write it down, do some self-work, you know, and do it on the quiet. You don't have to tell anyone. Like, no one has to know. But what they will know is the results at the end of it. Fuck, man, you were a mess 2 months ago when you came to the pub. What's up? What made you so happy? I want to know that secret. You know, like, fuck, it worked.
The switching off is the hardest part, I think. especially like I know a few guys that have done themselves in on site.
Same.
Terrible story of a guy was on an airplane with my brother. He was doing pretty bad, and he went to the toilet, and nobody knew that he had 2 zip ties with him, connected together, pulled the ties.
Fuck.
And I think like just a conversation would have saved that life.
Absolutely.
Just a singular chat,
Yeah.
with somebody that it doesn't even need to be somebody that the person knows,
It's better. It's better if you don't know.
if you don't know them.
Yep.
Correct. I think that when we talk about ourselves, it's almost a reflection of our surroundings. And if you're constantly like scrolling Instagram or TikTok and you're seeing all these people with like these great lives, because nobody puts on shit things that happen in their lives on Instagram.
No,
Nobody would follow that shit. So they're constantly getting bombarded with like, you don't have as much as I have. And then, or you're not as much as I am.
You know what the funny thing about that is? I did one post on my Instagram about how I'd suffered, right? And not in a victim way, right? I'm never a victim. It's always, so you've got a problem, solution. I love solutions. And I'll never go, oh, life's been so hard and all this. That post was about like, here's the fucking keys on how you can get better too, right? I did that post. It's the most engagement I've ever had on any post in my entire Instagram life.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's real.
It's fucking real, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fly